Hi, hello. This is Pastel Daughter. Thank you for joining me today. Again, a brief description of the kind of reading I do. It is audio only, so you can kind of enjoy it however you would like. You can sit back, do some cooking, just drink some tea, do some drawing, do some writing maybe, work out, whatever it may be. While I talk about these things, this is going to be channeled messages for a certain collective. I make sure to put in the intention every time for it to find the right people, without like baity titles. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't think it, I'm not trying to be a big YouTuber, to be honest. They all say that, don't they? No, but really, I feel like I want these kind of obscure messages to find the right person or people, because I don't think they can apply to, I'm not sure if they can apply to multiple people. I don't know, as I'm channeling these things, for how many people they're meant for or how particular they are. For all I know, they could not be very broad messages. However, I want to channel these things because I feel I enjoy channeling messages, and I feel like there's a lot that tries to come through, and sometimes I don't have an outlet for it, and I think I can get confused between what's really happening in my life versus what is something that's happening in the collective or for the community that my voice wants to kind of speak to, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a humorous person. I'm a little random, but I've got some things to share with you today. And one last thing is that you can always speed these videos up if I'm speaking too slowly, or you just want to get to your message, then you can speed them up, and you're of course welcome to do that. There was one last thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? Right, so something I kind of like to do is to go over different words that I channeled today. We don't have that many, and they're kind of the confirmations for you. Like, if this applies to you, this is your extra confirmation that the message is for you. But my confirmations do also serve as messages themselves, which, if anyone watched my first video that I uploaded with the you're coming out of the well, a lot of the confirmations that I was reading out were read throughout the entire video, because they were also messages in itself. There wasn't any cards being used that day, so yeah, so I have some pre-shuffled cards. I haven't revealed them. I only know what one of them is. One of the tarot cards, I know that what card it is, but the rest of them, we're going to reveal them later on together. But I'm going to start off with the confirmations, and yeah, hopefully that made sense. The confirmations are also working as messages in themselves, some of them at least. So let's get into them. So the very first thing, I literally just woke up, and the word that was just yelling at my brain, it was the word verbiage. I don't know what that means. That tends to happen quite a bit, where I hear a word, I pick it up somewhere in the world, don't know what it means, but it's important to the reading, so I go look up what it means. Verbiage essentially means using a lot of big words, like excessively, to the point that like the message or the thing where you used a lot of words, it's like a lot of complex language, and it doesn't really make sense. It's like too many big words, too much packed together, and it just doesn't make sense. So this instantly indicated to me that maybe you recently received some sort of communication. It could have been a phone call, an email, a text, a letter, some sort of written correspondence where they used a lot of words, but it just did not make sense, or there was something about confusing language that you had to deal with recently, which I think may have kind of made a few things messy or more confusing for you than it should have been. So I feel like that's just a random confirmation for somebody. Another thing was clutter. This one I channeled since last night. I was laying in bed about to go to sleep watching my little TV show, and the word clutter came forward, and I was like, this is important, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up remembering this. And I did. So clutter, maybe there's been a lot of clutter around you or internally, and somehow that's relevant. But yeah, a lot of clutter. I'm seeing like a desk area. I'm even seeing like a garden or a living room. I just heard living situation. You're decluttering maybe a living situation, or lifestyle choices are being decluttered right now, which declutter means essentially to remove and clean something, but you're not maybe fully removing something. It's just like you're getting less of it. So for someone, it could be like reducing the interactions you have with something or someone, or decreasing how much you consume of something or do something. That's kind of what decluttering is. You don't have to altogether throw something away, just put it in a better place where it's not constantly bothering you. That's the way it's coming through. The next confirmation was also from a song, On Top of the Moon. That's the lyric. Again, it's a Zero Base One song, because I'm telling you, I'm always gonna channel K-pop songs or just music in general. So On Top of the Moon, it made me think of the phrase when you're over the moon. So I mean, I feel like somebody is experiencing something that they're over the moon about. You could have heard that phrase too, someplace, a movie, a TV show. A lot is coming through about TV shows. I don't know why that's relevant, but it feels relevant, TV show. So maybe somebody's like a screenwriter, a writer in general, interested in filmmaking, direction, or what do you call it? Sound. The I can't remember the name right now, but like the people that make the scores for the movies, so the soundtrack. The next thing was touchdown. I don't know the symbolic really meaning of a touchdown, what it would be, because I don't know exactly what a touchdown really is, but touchdown, maybe it's significant for somebody. And then the last thing I channeled was the song American Pie. Now, I've heard the chorus to this song, and despite being an avid music lover, I had never listened to this song before. I had probably never heard more than 15 seconds of it in my life. So when I channeled it, I went to read it and read the lyrics and kind of understand the song. My takeaway from this song was that it's about the missing something that is now different, now gone maybe. And a lot of the song uses music as like a security blanket or a safety net. It's like, all of this is going down, but I'm still singing, or I'm still dancing, and music still matters. So I can interpret this as a confirmation in multiple ways. Maybe this is part of the message, is that there's some sort of security blanket or safety net that you're holding on to at the moment, that it's like this, as long as I have this thing, I'm good. On the other side, on the other hand, for somebody, this could be a message about they're losing some sort of support system, but it's actually more okay than you thought it would be. But I do feel like for a lot of people, it could be that you're the security blanket. You have something in your life that kind of, it's your strength, and it protects you and helps you in many ways. And because of this thing, you're going to be able to achieve something important or do something that matters, whatever it may be in your life right now, because it does feel like there's likely a big thing. Okay, so those are the confirmations. Maybe somebody has something in their life that they recently realized, hey, this is kind of my safety net. And there could be others in a different situation where they realized, I am losing a support system. So, now we're going to reveal the cards. How are we going to reveal them? Let's start by revealing this oracle card. We have, wow, very pretty card. It says, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which was the card that I had already revealed. When I got the Knight of Cups earlier, it was coming through as, very interestingly, as something that the universe wants you to have, and it's as equal as you want it. It's like, this is not just your selfish want that has no reason or no importance or no true value, and it's just like a random desire. It's deeper than that. It's something that wants you back. So that's really interesting. Let's get some more information though, so we can get more specific with that message. So we have these 3 tarot cards. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Wands. And you have a Lenormand card, which is tree. And tree here signifies health, body growth, grounding, and ancestry. So, we could specifically be talking about some sort of growing up, some sort of reaching a level of maturity, or something that is related to maturity and growing as an individual. I feel like it's a very societal thing, is what it's sounding like. Like, you know, growing up means starting to work and to be independent from whom you were raised by. Or, you know, becoming a certain age where certain expectations come up, certain obligations, certain needs start to show up, certain necessities, certain lifestyle changes. It feels like that is what we're talking about. Because we have Pentacles, Swords, and Wands, it feels like, and then we have the Knight of Cups, so we have all the elements present here. Makes me think that whatever is at the core of your intentions right now, like whatever you're really focused on right now and just can't stop thinking about, it keeps kind of taking up space in your mind and feeling like this is what I have to do, or this is something I'm thinking about a lot. It connects to all areas of your life. It connects to multiple things. And this became very clear to me from the beginning, because the 3 tarot cards that came out together. Like, they came out in a group, and I was like, I was only going to take 2, but these 3 want to come out together, and I'm going to take them. And it kind of felt like, okay, so this is we're talking about something that is tied together, something that maybe in your mind you perceive it as, oh, this is just me trying to become independent, or this is just me trying to find some freedom. But it's actually more than that. And it is connected to so much more than that. A lot more than you realize. And I do feel a sort of sentiment with the you're already doing it. I get a sort of wistful feeling. I feel like you may often question whether your efforts are really enough and whether you're doing things the right way. And this card feels like a very, very sweet message of, yeah, you absolutely are. And let me go ahead and start a part 2.